Hey everybody, this is John. Welcome to the free video for Simpler Futures. And you can see that we've had two very powerful days in the S&Ps. Getting a lot of questions today on, oh my gosh, is this extended? Can it go any higher? We are just essentially sitting long and waiting for pullbacks, potentially get more long. And keep in mind that while this is going higher, we have got a daily squeeze that has not even fired off yet. So the idea here of hitting 2304 makes a lot of sense. Tomorrow on Thursday, Google earnings are after the close. We've had two solid days. I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow we just kind of chop around back and forth, and I certainly would be excited to buy any pullbacks. 2288 looks particularly attractive. Okay, so what makes me comfortable about these trades with Alta and Shop? There's a couple different tools that I like. This one is a correlation tool. At this point for Alta, the correlation is actually right in the middle. So it's just telling me that Alta is in the middle of the pack. And so I'm not expecting anything crazy. I'm expecting it to essentially achieve its expected move just in a quicker amount of time. Okay. However, what gives me some confidence in it here is that there's power behind the squeeze. Okay. And what this indicator indicates is that it's with the red that it's ramping up and ready to go. And when you see green after it says, hey, look, there's some power behind this, this thing's really going to go. Okay, and that is the part to me that's exciting. And you can see the same thing here on the weekly chart of Shop. You've got power that built up here, and this power is being released. Okay, we can compare this. So, when a squeeze doesn't have power, it actually typically doesn't work out very well, and we can compare that. Oh, but the other thing I like on Shop as well is you'll notice while Alta, in terms of correlations, it was normal. The Shop correlation compared to everything else is actually way above everything else. That just means that this particular stock is hands down stronger than anything else out there and is marching to the beat of its own drum. It's kind of a way to identify honey badgers as well. And so when you have that combined with a squeeze, combined with power behind a squeeze, it is a very, very unique combination. So here's an example of how I use this. So if you look at the squeeze right here, so here's a squeeze setting up, right? It's like, okay, we got some power. But then as soon as it triggers, the power dries up. Like there's nothing there. Okay, and that's telling you right then and there that this squeeze is done. And you can see, in fact, when this thing fires, it actually just bottoms out. And especially if you're doing directional options and you see that the power's run out, you just get out. Okay, it's so much easier. And then compare that to the 15-minute squeeze that fired yesterday in Facebook, where the power just increased. And you can see the incredible move that Facebook had. And today it was up like 2 points. And it showed that there was power behind that squeeze. And that's the differentiator. Now, for those of you that are interested in learning more about the indicators, just how they work and stuff like that too, I'm going to be doing a free webinar coming up on Tuesday, January 31st. That'll be at 6 o'clock Central Time. And I'm going to talk about specific setups that I like using these indicators, how I've been using these indicators to avoid trades. Like sometimes the best trades are the ones that you don't make. But more importantly, how to use these indicators to spot honey badger type trades and to know when to make a little bit bigger bet or to know when to sit on your hands and let it run. Okay, and these have been fantastic. So we'll be talking about the sector spy, the credit sniper, and the launchpad indicator. That's the power indicator there behind that squeeze. And again, this is a free indicator, slippertrading.com/spy tech. And you can just click this button here and claim your spot. The webinar does have a capacity limit. This one's going to be, I think this is going to be pretty interesting. As I've been showing people this, they're just like, oh my gosh, thank you. This has been helping a lot, which is of course the whole point. Okay, so that's what I got for the free video. Just real quick, just want to look at the S&Ps. Certainly want to buy pullbacks up to that 2304 level in the short term. Got Google earnings on Friday, and we'll be cooking with gas from there. Have a lot to cover in the premium video. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you at the next update.